we were gone. But I'm not rich, so you know, you have to keep the budget within a doable rate, you know. Okay, so that's from that shop in Esbjerg. Now we went to Legoland. We bought. I bought. What did we buy in there on Legoland itself? We didn't buy anything, did we? Or did you buy that car?
That car.
Was it the car you bought?
Yeah.
Okay, because I knew it was something you bought. Yeah, let me unspotlight this. So we had a really good time in Billund, but it was so hot that weekend. It was oh, finally getting the chat back. Maybe the fan is helping. Yay! That is not a members only thing. What in the world are you talking about? Oh, here's my Legoland hat. I bought that. Okay, I don't know why it says that. That's very weird. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what just happened. Something about members only is not members only. I don't know what the heck he's talking about. That's horse crap. Uh-oh, YouTube's having issues. All right, what the hell is going on? Yeah, what happened?
Just press right.
No, it's saying members only now.
Okay. Oh.
I'm not. Oh my God, really?
Looks like you're in a new live.
Yeah, in a new live, and it shouldn't be. It shows it ended it.
But it's still running over there.
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna see if I can fix whatever the heck's wrong with it. Something very weird has happened, which means it knocked everybody that's not members out. Oh my Lord. What in the world is going on? Hang on a minute, those that are in here. It did, ended it, and then it started a new live. Yep, it sure did. Oh my gosh, that's YouTube's thing, I think. Let me see what's going on here, because I didn't touch anything. I don't want to. It does say member. Oh, this is bullshit. Sorry for the language. Now I don't know what happened. Okay, let me see if I can get back into this. Can everybody see everything now? I hope. It's still saying that. It's public now. Pillow fight time, haha.
Careful what you wish for, Rita.
Can you go look on your desktop and see if it's showing members only still? Looks like, no, wait, they're coming back. Okay, I don't know what happened, you guys. I didn't touch a thing. This is YouTube. Sorry. I have no idea what just happened. I didn't touch a darn thing. Okay, anyway. I never seen anything like that happen before. I did buy this from Legoland, though. See my hat?
Well,
huh?
apparently had ended mine too.
Yeah, it's reset it now. Okay. I got it fixed. Sorry guys for whatever just happened. I have no idea what happened. So we spent about 3 or 4 hours in Legoland. It was so hot. It was
Somebody put the
uh-oh. You almost didn't see that. Oh, Rita.
ta-da!
Look what you started. Yeah, so isn't that weird? It started a new live all by itself. I didn't do a darn thing. I mean, how many of you noticed something different about my hair? Because not one of you said anything. Not one of you have said anything about my hair.
Video cup.
It's not long anymore. Hey, Kevin. Uh-oh. He just said something. You guys. Brought to you by home. Oh my gosh. All right, let me see here. I need this keyboard so I can I don't know if you can tell there's purple, but also I got a haircut. I took about 7 inches off of it, and I asked her to do long layers through my hair. It was interesting how she done my hair. I never see anybody do it this way, but she layered it, which was interesting because it's just interesting the way she did it, and I'm enjoying it right now because it's not so heavy right now. So anyway, I hope you guys like the haircut. I mean, I don't think I'll ever go any shorter than this. And it'll probably grow out until I get to the United States again or whatever. But yeah, at least this doesn't look like Robbie Raccoon right now. I did during your short video, says Cindy. All right, I'm glad someone noticed. What is going on here? Oh, wrong keyboard. That's what's going on. Okay. How you doing, Kevin? Thank you, everybody. I noticed it is. Yeah. So here's what happened with the hairstylist. Nikolai's dad pulled some strings because when I tried to set up an appointment using the online stuff, every hairstylist was booked up. And when I said something to him about, well, I was going to get a haircut and I was hoping to turn part of my hair purple, he says, you know what? Hang on to that idea. So he makes a phone call. And the lady who cuts his hair is a small shop in I don't know, in Sycamore, and it's kind of like in town a bit. And she said, sure, I'll take care of her hair. And so when we got there, she was unaware that I wanted to color my hair, parts of my hair anyway. So the only hair color she had in her shop, because she had ran out, she had no purple, no turquoise. All she had was pink. And I'm like, no, I'm not coloring my hair pink. Now, his dad wanted me to color it pink because just for the hell of it. So we went to two or three different little stores, and we found, yeah, I'll show you what it is. It's not a permanent one. I'm going to order some permanent purple from Amazon or something like that, or ask my friend Melanie to see if she can find some purple. And then Nikolai will help me hair color. Probably get Nikolai to help me color because I want all my white to be dark purple, not the light purple that you see right now. But we found something to just appease me for now. And it's called Hair Gloss, Pearl Hair Gloss with Purple Pigments. And it's by Schwarzkopf. It's a shine treatment. It enhances shine, deep conditions, and lasts up to 6 washes. And it's got coconut oil in it. And so that's what I used in my hair. So I'll probably put more in it and see if I can make it darker. We'll see. But my boss didn't even notice because it's not that dark. It just has like a hint of purple in it. So anyway, okay. Rita says, okay, back to lurking corner, cutting fabric for this gift quilt. All right. Hey, Jess, it's good to see you. I was thinking about you yesterday. Your hair in your wedding picture was cute too. Oh, yeah, that's when I had my hair done before I left the United States, didn't I? When it was that short.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I also had it highlighted. I had it they went in and they put highlights in it, which was like blonde highlights. So they bleached it was what they did. So anyway, where was I? What was I?
Hairdresser.
So we did the hair. I did the hair thing, and so what I'm gonna do is so we've talked about about Bonnie Tyler. As some of you who follow music artists, Bonnie Tyler passed away today. And the reason I'm bringing her up is she had a concert in this town when
2009.
In 2009, she sang here in this town we live in. Nikolai was at sea, but one of his friends saw her in concert. And I thought I would bring that up because she's a well-known singer and a lot of Greenlanders love her music. And I don't know how they talked her into coming here to sing, but she came to this itty bitty town of 3,500 and sang to the population. So that's why I brought her up. So I got that done. We talked about the beginning of the trip. We talked about Copenhagen. We've talked about Fano, Esbjerg. Now we're talking about Beeling. We were talking about Legoland. Okay, so with Legoland, we did pre-records and I've got to edit all of it and splice it all together and I'll get the video up within the next few days.
Oh yeah. I was at the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, just picture of Mount Rushmore because y'all saw the picture. I said, where are we at? It was hilarious about that picture. So I said, where are we? Now, if anyone had been paying attention, they would have said, well, wait a minute. The real Mount Rushmore doesn't have trees around it. So it was comical, the answers I got. All right. So I'll be working on the Legoland video, get it up. The Airbnb, we went live one night from there. Y'all saw the gardens. We have more pre-recorded film for that I'll be putting up. So now we are talking about Sickleboard. Okay, so when we got to Sickleboard, we were there from Sunday to Saturday morning. His dad took us out to eat at a restaurant called Flamin'. Oh my God, Flamin'.
Flamin'. It's translation for flamme is fire.
Yeah, so it has like a I'm going to tell you a little bit about what kind of food was in there. So it's like a buffet. You pay, was it $2.99?
I think something like that.
I think it was $2.99 per plate. I mean per person, not plate. That was, I should not have said that right. Oh my gosh, I got to put more words in here.
Double M.
It was 2 N's?
Double M.
Oh, 2 M's. So anyhow, it's a restaurant where they serve food buffet style, but it's not the standard buffet like you would think of like in the United States. How can I explain this? So you have a beginner, what do you call it when you get the very first course? It's like a multi-course meal, more or less. So first course was bread and cheese. You can go to this buffet style area and you get bread and cheese and other little things that they put on the starter. It's called a starter in Denmark, is what it's called. And then they have a salad bar. That was for the second course. I don't know why this is not translating. It should be. Go away. translate to English so I can read this. Okay, so the prices for this buffet, it's from Sunday to Thursday is 239 kroners. Friday, Saturday, and public holidays are 269 per person. Kids can eat for 119 from Monday to Thursday and 134 from Friday for Friday, Saturday, and public holidays. Children under 4 get to eat free. They also have a green buffet without meat from the grill, and the price is different for that. So basically, they have the starter, the salad bar, they have a vegetable bar. Then at the very end of the whole thing, there's this grills, hot grills, and they're actually cooking on it, and they serve beef, pork,
lamb,
duck,
kangaroo, wild boar.
Yeah, kangaroo, wild boar. Wasn't there reindeer or something else on there too?
Not exactly sure.
I don't think I saw reindeer actually. Okay, I think I found a list of, so they serve duck breast, Chicago pork or Spanish pig, cubes of Spanish pig, plain beer braising, barbecue. They had ribs, barbecue ribs, black Angus. I didn't see calf meat. I did see turkey on there. There was also barbecue chicken thighs, kangaroo, lamb, long roasted wagyu, which we did try. Black Angus of their own carving, a Spanish thing called padrons. I don't know what that is. Wild red wine braised wild boar. They had that. Smoked pork, smoked sausage, and something that was their own recipe. So
it's a sausage.
A type of sausage. So the salad bar basically is a mix of different things you can get. They had hot dishes and gravy. They did have that. Then the sweets bar has ice cream and brownies and different little things they had on there. And they also serve beer there, wine, cocktails, and things like that, and hot drinks. So it, by the time you walk out of there, depending on how heavy you ate, you could basically, and you're not on a time frame of, like you need to hurry up and eat and get out. You can stay there for hours eating.
Oh, Teresa's missing you.
Hey, Teresa, I should be back this Sunday.
Mona said Teresa's missing you.
I'm missing Teresa too. I should be back this Sunday, Mona, if all goes well. Oh, she must be out of town. And it's good to see you too, Teresa. I've missed you. So anyway, his dad took us to that. And then basically, I put 3,000 kilometers on the car I rented. And we went troll hunting. And we are going to talk about, I don't know if I should talk about the trolls now, or if I want to do a different live where we can talk exclusively about, that's what I kind of want to do, is do a live where we talk about just trolls, because there's a lot to say about the trolls. There is a lot about the trolls by Thomas Dambo. As you know, he not only has trolls in Denmark, he has them in Sweden, he has them in the United States, and where some other place he's got them at.
Michelle said hi.
Hi, Michelle. The thing is when we were in Fano, we were going to go see that troll again because we saw the troll the last time. They had dismantled that troll. And the reason they dismantled that one in Fano is because someone decided to complain about where it was at, or because they felt like it shouldn't be on the island. It should be somewhere in central Denmark where everybody can get to it and not have to get on a ferry. So they were arguing back and forth, and they dismantled it, put it inside a warehouse, and now sitting in a warehouse not built because no one could come to an agreement on what to do with it. And now they don't have the money to rebuild it because of the dismantling of it and paying storage on it. So basically there's no troll anymore in Fano. We also found another area. One of the other trolls that we were trying to find was no longer there. It took us to somebody's house. And from what we understand, that one was dismantled a long time ago too. So when it was on the map, it wasn't there. I mean, it took us right to someone's house. It was crazy. So I think I would rather do a live where we just talk about the trolls and I show you a bunch of pictures and tell you what the deal is, because there was questions about the trolls. People wanted to know what the lore was about the trolls, and I need to do I've done some research, but I feel like because I'm still jet lagged. I haven't had time to spend time doing more further research on it. And trolls are supposed to bring you good luck. That's something I didn't know. And trolls is part of the history of the Scandinavian stuff. I mean, there's 2 movies out right now. I don't know if anybody's seen them. We have. And the first one on Netflix, and the first one was way better than the second. I mean, they both were good, but the first one was exceptional. And so if you've never seen both Troll 1 and Troll 2, you can find it on Netflix. I would think, because that's where we watched it at. I probably will end up buying both movies because I found it in English language. Thank goodness. But anyway, this is something, it was fun for us because it took us way out into rural Denmark. You know, I always thought that, you know, as an American person, we are a big country, the United States is, and there is lots of rural areas in the United States where there's nothing but country or farmland or forest, you know, and you never think about that. Europe has the same kind of thing going on, but everywhere we went, it was farmland, forest, or a combination of both of them.
Yes. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much, magician.
That's Annette. Go swimming. Yeah, right. Yes. You're not getting me in that cold lake. I don't think so.
Oh, and Grant
enjoyed seeing the troll pics. I saw some trolls last weekend at South Coast Botanic Gardens in South California. Same artist, Thomas. Oh, congratulations. Did you take any pictures? If you did, post them on my community tab if you don't mind. And if you know the name of the troll you took a picture of, let us know on that. And that says, no, that really works. Oh, I did not know that. Okay, so let's do a little bit of show and tell here, because I already showed you the quilts that got quilted.
This is the gift from.
Woo! Almost made me lose that. So the fellow quilter I met, she's also a Dane. She went with us and to Connie's. She belongs to the Sickleboard Quilt Guild, along with Connie and the other lady the other shop we went to. But she gifted me some stuff. And this right here, I'm going to, this camera's being very weird.
Hi, Jean again.
Oh, and we're going to talk about computer hardware and stuff too. Okay. She handmade this. This is a bookmark. It's not crochet. It's not tatting, but it's similar in nature. I can't remember what she called it, but she made this for me and gifted it to me, but it's a bookmark. Something that I'll treasure. I'll probably put it in one of my quilting books or crochet book. I don't know, one of them. But that she handmade this and gave it to me. And then she gifted me some interesting fabric. These are panels. And there's cows and ducks, and this one's actually got yardage. But it looks like art. Looks like someone painted on the fabric. This fabric is by Moos and Who's by Ingrid Blinks for P&B Textiles. It's 100% cotton, And it actually has, see, it has a selvage on it here with all the colors they used in it. So it's a panel piece of fabric. This would be great for a child's quilt. In fact, that's probably what I'll do is make a kid's quilt top out of it.
Exactly, two of them.
Yeah, she must have been, apparently she must have made a quilt from some of this stuff and had leftovers. So she gifted me with that. Here's another piece just like you just saw. And then there's these quilt label style things right here where you can write on them.
Hi, Raven.
Hi, Raven. And then there's this with rabbits. Let's see. This one has a rabbit on it. These are panels is basically what they are.
Looks like a raccoon.
A raccoon. Yeah, that raccoon's cute.
Fox.
Let me.
It's just sort of like an animal.
Yeah, it's like an animal panel. There's not a, wait a minute, there is a selvage on here. But it's only a partial selvage, looks like. Yeah, there's no text left on it. So anyway, look. That's a different one. That's a hedgehog, right?
Yeah.
So it's got hedgehog, squirrels, an owl, a raccoon. Hold on a minute. So this is like very fallish. And fox.
Squirrel.
And I think I saw a wabbit.
A wabbit.
A wabbit. The raccoon's holding a pear. So this is one of the pieces that she gifted me. Okay. And then there's this with this is very cool. Check it out. And let's see, and it's different on the other side too. I hope I'm not making anybody sick. And then there's this one. This one says panel portrait. Some of this I'll probably turn around and gift out. I'll find someone who likes to mess with these kind of things. This is not me. I wouldn't even know what to do with this. But I appreciate that she gave it to me. I really do. So or I can make something and then turn around and gift it out because here's more of that style of fabric. And then there's more of this same, this is a big panel. Okay, let's see what this one, who this is by. This is called Panel Parade, Laura Lee Harris of Laura Lee Designs. And it actually has a selvage on here. It doesn't say whether it's 100% cotton, but it feels like cotton. So there's this style of panels on here. So very Euro style fabric. This one right here is super cute. Check this out. I like this one in the middle right here. And this looks like it's about a half a yard of it. So, yeah. So there's this piece. And then there's more of this quilt labels, handmade with care, handmade for you. Yeah, there's a few pieces of this. And then we have another now this fabric feels different. It's this is by Benartex. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize that's what this is. Honey, there's a chicken on this one. Awaken the day with a rooster. Hey, that will make a very cute quilt top, a little mini quilt top to hang on the wall. And I know just a
Pillow.
Or a pillow, yeah. Here's some more on the back. And this is called Awaken the Day by Jim Shore for Benartex LLC. 100% cotton style 7580. It feels thicker than regular cotton. So maybe this is like, I don't know. But it would be fun to cut this apart and turn it into some patchwork. Oh, and speaking of the word patchwork, I figured out why I could not find any quilt shops on the internet for Denmark, because I was not properly wording it. I kept putting quilting shops or fabric shops. What I should have put was patchwork, because that's what they call piecing quilts in Denmark. Is patchwork. So here's another cool rooster. Same type panel. And then this, look at here, it's got a quilt block on it.
Here.
Yeah, there's quilt blocks down here. So this would be fun to turn into something. And I think I'm going to do something with this, because this will be fun to mess with. Okay, so this was all gifted to me from the quilty friend. Did you say Benartex? I did. This is by Benartex, the chicken fabric. It's called Awaken the Day. Okay, so that's from the friend that the quilty friend that I made a friend with. So now we're friends, and I'm hoping to see her again and stay in touch with her. There's more stuff in that, right?
That's the shop that you bought this.
Yeah, the iron from, and then I bought fabric. Okay, so the shop that I went to while we were in Sickleboard was called Hannah's. And I'm going to hold on a minute. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. I just lost what I was looking for. Hold on a second, y'all. I got to get back to where I was at. Oh, gosh. Darn it. Oh, there it is. I found where I was. Okay. Hold on a minute, because I'm going to show you her shop. Her name is Hannah. I made a long video that I will be putting together. It's about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. But I will be sharing that with you guys soon. I'll edit it, because she had so much fabric, but she also does something that's right up Sherry's alley. She does EPP stuff. The disadvantage that I had in her shop is we have a language barrier. So I had to have Nikolai and the friend that we got to know, they were doing a translation between us and Hannah. And so some of the translation was kind of hard, because how you translate some quilty terms is different, I guess you could say. And so it didn't necessarily always come out the way it was meant to be come out. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and show you her website. And I will be posting all these links should you want to go look at them. And I will tell you that if you want to understand the language, you can put a, what is it called? An add-on on the browser, honey?
Translation add-on?
Yeah, it's a translation. Google Chrome. It's easy to put the add-on, and it'll automatically translate the page. So it is in Danish. I'm going to tell you that right now, but I have translated it where you can see it. And I'm going to share the page so you can see it. And then I'll show you what I got from her shop. Are y'all, I hope you're not bored. All right. Sherry said something. Cool, she says. Very colorful. Yep. All right. So let me know. Well, I'll know in a minute when the screen pops up. Her name is Hannah's Patchwork, and it was not too far from Connie's, more or less.
Yeah.
I mean, it took us about 15 minutes to go from Connie's to there. Okay, the screen is on here. So this is her website. And as you can see, she has colorful quilts on here.
Denise is, yeah.
Hi, Denise. It's good to see you. Thank you for saying that. Let's see. Let me see if I can figure out where her fabric line is.
I clicked that one up top here. Tell you. Share said something.
Sherry's, yeah, and there's these things keep popping up. Denise says, welcome back and trying to catch up. And she says, very interesting tonight. Okay. I just didn't want anybody to be bored because I'm not sewing. Okay. So let me see here. Which one of these means
show and intel tonight?
Yeah, show and tell tonight. And y'all knew I was going to do this. This means cotton right here, right, honey? Broderie? No, embroidery. That's what that means. Where's the some of this didn't. That's patchwork. Where's the fabric? Style.
Thread.
That's thread. Okay.
Zipper.
Rebate.
Discount.
Where's the one for fab? What's this one? Fabric?
News. Outside weeks summer offer. Patchwork. You need a patchwork?
No, I'm looking for the fabric.
Gift card, broderie, courses, cafe, or so on.
Yeah, she teaches courses. In fact, she was going to have a course that day. And when you see the video, you'll see that she had a table set up for multiple people. Somewhere down, because this is where I got the iron from. Some of this has
use it Hand's patchwork.
So anyway, I got to kind of surf around this a little bit, and you'll have to do the same thing to figure out where the fabric line, because she said that I could order fabric from her. And one thing I'm gonna mention, how many of you remember the fabric line called hopscotch? In the chat, look.
What? Oh, Rita.
It wasn't just Rita. It was Mona and Rita and Denise too.
Kevin.
And Kevin tonight. That's right.
Oh, Mona.
Wait a minute. I have to take this off. Hold on, honey. I have to. Hold on. Now you'll see. Y'all are going to be having fun with Nikolai right now. Okay. Where's that bag at? Right here. Okay. So anyway, I will post a link and y'all can mosey around her website. She gave me this card with all her information on it and examples of the types of quilts they make. And on the back of it, it's in Danish, of course, but it talks about her store hours and the fact that you can go onto her web page and order from there. And when I talked to her, she told me that I could order and she would mail it to Greenland. So that was the thing. She also gave me, this is a template for EPP. And look how tiny it is. But here's what I bought in there. I would have bought more, but like I said, I was trying to stretch our money. So I bought both of these.
Are more like stretching the weight on the suitcases.
Well, that too. This is Batiks. Both of these are Batiks. I may have had this one before. I'm not sure. I don't have a receipt. I didn't get a receipt from her on this one. It might be mixed in with my other receipts. So I don't remember how much I spent in there. I think I think I spent about 700 kroners, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that. So I bought a yard of this and a yard of this green. And this I think is either can't remember the fabric line, but I will look it up and let y'all know in the description box. But look at this. This is beautiful. Okay, so we have this. So next, hand me that fabric I used for the backing. I want to talk about the fabric I used on the back of the quilt so you guys will know what it was. So the one that was used on the channel, SewAlong, this was Wyndham Fabrics 108 Quilt Back by Whistler Studios. And it has a style number on it, and it's just this bright fabric. Do I remember where I bought this from? I think from So Yeah, more than likely a long time ago. All right, and then let me have the other two of those right there because those are special. Now let's talk about these other two. I used this on the back of the smaller quilt, the Magnolia. And let me see if I can find a selvage. I don't know if I have any selvage left on here or not.
Hi, Giovanna.
Hi, Giovanna. Nope, no selvage, but it's by the same company as this one, only a different color. But this is all I had left of this. I only had about a yard of this, a yard and a half, I think is what I had. And we used it on the back of the Magnolia because it was big enough. Because what I did is I split it at the fold and then sewed it together lengthwise. Okay, this one, I have over, I think about a yard of this left. So this must have been about 3 yards maybe of this 108 that I had. And I'm looking for the selvage for this one now. Where's the selvage at? Should be on the book. Oh.
Probably.
Uh-oh, the selvage might not be on here because maybe I cut it off.
Yeah.
I cut the selvage off. Uh-oh. But anyway, you can see how rainbowy it is. And I'm just going to take this because there's about maybe a half a yard widthwise, but a yard lengthwise maybe. And so I can use this on a smaller quilt top like a table runner, or I can cut it down into blocks and stuff and use it as for pre-cuts. So that's what I had left of that big piece. And then I only had a little bit of this left from the Jason Yenner stuff. And what I'll do with all of this is I'm going to trim them down, straighten them up, and then I'll decide if I want to leave them whole pieces like this, or if I'm going to make like whatever size blocks or squares I want to make out of it, and then use it, you know, in a scrappy quilt. So we have that. Okay. All right. Now I need this box right here because we're going to start with that one first. Sherry says hi to Raven. Everybody's saying hello to each other. So we had mail when we came home, and I'm going to start with this box here from Fat Quarter Shop. And I also got more Fat Quarter Shop. I got a one sew sampler box to show you, and the Liberty box. I ordered 2 of them. You know, it's so funny about the Liberty box. I ordered. Is Nora off her diet? No. She's lost a little more weight, which I'm pleased about. And I intend upon keeping her light because she's 7 now, and you know, dogs or Dachshunds do have spine problems if you don't, you know, keep them active and all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm okay. I think we need to weigh her to see how much more she's lost, because she did lose some while we were gone. Okay, so this is from Fat Quarter Shop. And I'm going to pull some of this aside, so because the first thing I'm going to show you is this mat. Okay, because there's a reason why I'm going to show you this mat first. All right, so the deal was, dang it.
pick it up.
Yeah, let's just drop everything on the floor. Yeah, let's just drop everything on the floor. All right, let me try this again. Okay, so April's sampler box I got had a coupon discount, and it was if you spent $60 or $80 or $100, you would get something free. And you had a choice of how much you wanted to spend through that coupon to determine which freebie you wanted. And I don't have the sampler box, so I could tell you what the other two freebies were. I think one was a book and the other one was something else. I don't remember. Oh, it's over there on the floor, I think, babe. Maybe. The Liberty box was a blast to open. Yeah, I'm going to be opening that Liberty box. Yes, Nora is on a maintenance plan. It's down there on the floor, honey. See it? I think that's it.
That one?
Yeah. Let me see if it's the one that had the coupon on it. Oh, I don't even have it in here. Well, damn. Which one is this anyway? This might be. No, nope, this is not it. So I don't know where I put it. Oh, well. Anyway, it was on one of those coupons. So what I decided to do was I spent this whole thing was $120 and I got $56 knocked off of it because this was free. And so this is a 12-inch rotary rotating cutting mat, and I'll take it out of the bag so you can see it. So this was my freebie. And I needed it for here on the desk. Let me talk about IKEA, okay? I'll be talking about IKEA directly to you guys because we did go to IKEA in our house. So it's just a cutting mat and it turns. And you know, when I'm paper piecing or trimming certain types of blocks, it's a good idea. It can rotate so that you don't move what you're trying to trim up. So this was free. And this thing smells weird. Okay.
It's just a newness.
Okay, so the other thing I bought was a diagonal seam tape by Cluck Cluck Sew. And some of you are familiar with this tape. Don't let her loose weight too quickly. I'm not Giovanna. I'm keeping an eye on her because I was a little worried when we picked her up and you could see she had lost more weight. So I need to weigh her, and then I need to figure out how to get the right amount of food to maintain where she's at right now because I'm happy with where she is now. So anyway, this is by Cluck Cluck Sew. It's seam tape that you can use on your sewing machine and not leave any residue on it. Then I couldn't help myself. I saw this and I wanted it. This is a Sarah Hart's enamel keychain, and look what it has on it. It is super pretty and colorful. Very pretty. Did you get a new computer equipment and other tech? Yeah, I'll be talking about that. It's in the mail on the way here because it was too much weight.
From Sherry.
Sherry says, Katie, your hands look so pretty. I know I'm weird. Oh, thanks. No, you're not weird. I notice people's hands too. Like, y'all have heard me talk about Robert Redford's hands. He has beautiful hands, or he did until now he's gone. He passed away. Okay, and now we're going to look at this. Okay, we're going to have a discussion about this one first. QuiltCon has a new challenge for 2027. And it's using Handloom wovens, this is a half yard bundle, and it's curated by Steph Scardell. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. No, neither.
It would be.
Where's my paper?
Give it up.
He's opening it for me because I don't want to break off my fingernails. I keep breaking my nails off. Okay, so I'm going to show this to you. And I also ordered, this is half yard pieces here, but I also ordered extra. I ordered a 1 yard of the Peacock, and I'll show you which one that is in a minute. And then I ordered 1.5 yards of the Marshmallow because I already know what I'm going to do with this. You know that 1,000 block book that I have? I am going to do some paper piecing with this woven, and that's going to be my, the challenge. When there's a date that you got to get this challenge finished if you want it to be in QuiltCon, if they choose you, if they like what you do. And I'm going to do paper piecing with this, and I'm going to make do some of that intricate paper piecing. Hopefully this woven won't be difficult to work with. I've never worked with wovens before, but this is part of the challenge. But I thought these colors would be fun to work with paper piecing. So this is the bundle, and I will have to look. I will let you know in future dates. In future, within the next couple of weeks, I'll let you know what the rules are for this challenge for QuiltCon, because I'm doing 2 different challenges. One is for QuiltCon for 2027, and I'm also doing the Hoffman challenge. I'm going to do that one too. And I'll show you the other. Yeah. So let me. This is the yard I bought of blue, and this was a yard, and this was a yard and a half of this. So I'll be using this as the background. Yeah. So this is all wovens right here, and this will be for the 2027 QuiltCon challenge. Giovanna says she loves the colors. Giovanna says, yes, I sleep when it is very hot in the afternoon, and so I can live when it's cooler at night. Yep, I hear you on that one. I hope I have that tape and it works great, says Michelle. Yeah, it does. Okay, so anyway, this is for the challenge. And I'm just going to set this aside because the rest of the fabric has to do with the other challenge. Well, one of them does. It smells like Fat Quarter Shop. Everything that comes from Fat Quarter Shop has a certain kind of smell. So funny. Yeah, I noticed that. Okay, and then I bought, let me see here. This is Ember Tonga Batik Straw Tossed Flower Yardage. I ordered, wait, no, it's not. There's some, wait a minute. These are half yards. There's 2 of them in here. Yeah, there is. So there's this color. And the reason I ordered this as a half yard piece is I wanted to see if the color was light enough, and it looks like it is. And if they have any of this left, which I think they don't, because I ordered it to see if I liked it first. And I'm pretty sure it was this one. And when I went back to look to see about the yardage, guess what?
Gone.
It's gone. They sold it out. And I was going to buy this as a background. And unfortunately, I'll have to see if I can find it somewhere else. Okay. And then I bought this yellow to see what it looked like, because sometimes photographs are deceiving when it comes to color. But it's pretty. And this is also half yard batik. And this one is no, this is the Ember, and the other one was the Lilac.
Yeah, Giovanna, I get some. I bought some.
Yes, we did. They're in a box on its way here. And then I bought 2 yards more of this 1895 Batik September Bali watercolor yardage. This is going to be used for the Hoffman challenge as a background. And I realized I didn't think I had enough. When I ordered all the other colors I showed y'all previously, I realized that I might not have enough of this as a background, so I ordered 2 more yards, and that should cover for what I'm going to make, because I'm going to use the hand and soul pattern to do the challenge for the Hoffman challenge. Okay, next box. That one is May, I think. So here is the next sew sampler box. I know that some of you probably already seen this. As you know, I hadn't had sew sampler boxes in a long time, and I usually only order holiday boxes. But Cotton Cuts has made some changes, and they have put all of their subscription boxes on hiatus. I'm not sure when I'll get the last one, but the classic cut box, which I've been switching back and forth between the classic cut and the Java, is going to come to a stop because they're too busy. Or the explanation kind of doesn't make sense, but it kind of does. So anyway, I'll update you when I know more about it. And and I've had that subscription since 2018, so it makes me sad because I love getting the classic box. Anyway, so I thought I would test run the Sew Sampler box for a little while, especially because they're celebrating 10 years. So this is May boxes, Coral Me Happy. And this one still has an active coupon on it that expires. Oh, it's already expired, so I don't got to worry about it. And on this coupon, you could get a free copy of a Quilty Fun book with your next $60. And I missed out because I didn't get this until after, I was in Denmark when it came. So anyway, it has coupons. It also has where you can go and download a free pattern. But guess what's in this box? We're going to show you this first. Tulip Pink right here. And this one is called these little mini stackers. This is White Caps Floral Reef Petite 10-inch stackers. So I'm going to open it so you can see it. Will I keep it? I don't know. We'll see. I might give it away as a giveaway. Maybe. It depends. Let's have a look at it. So these are 10-inch. Supposed to be 10-inch. Why does that look? Maybe they folded it in half is what they did. Oh. Okay, so we're going to go through these one at a time. And if I realized they were folded in half, I would have pre-ironed them. All right. Okay, so this is the first one. Oh, let me fix this so it's, yeah. Yeah, there's a nice book in there. I can't wait to talk about that book. And then we have this next one. So they have been folded.
What book?
Don't you hide that book. We're going to talk about that book because I think I should do a sew along with that book.
Oh.
I really think I should do a sew along with that book. Do another book sew along. So basically, as you can see, these are the big in your face fabric. So that's why I said I'll probably give this to somebody, or I'll do it as a giveaway now that our mail system's somewhat better than it has been. And now they finally got things organized in the store where you can go in there and send things off. That's kind of cool. This would make great binding. If you bought Yardage and used it as binding on a colorful quilt, I think that would look cool. There's this one. That is a Zen Tangle design. Yeah, it's very cool. And then this one with the seashells.
Oh yeah, talking about that. I forgot that I've got your seashell on this way.
Yeah, from Fano. Some of this fabric's pretty and some of it's like, meh. And you know me, I'm not going to complain about it because, if I don't like it, I'm going to gift it. The last time I gifted a bunch of Tulip Pink was to Ian. I gave him 28 fat quarters of Tulip Pink that I had been collecting over like a 5-year period.
It looks like I got one little
oh, you broke it? Oh. Well, dang.
The big one survived.
Wow, that must have got smushed in there by something.
Yeah. How about it, babe?
They all are beautiful, says Giovanna. It probably when we stuff something in that pocket.
Yeah.
The fishes are cute. Look, honey. The little, I forget what do you call those clownfish?
Yeah.
This is the clownfish, maybe?
Yeah, it is clownfish.
Yeah. Because you can see that on my little, what's the name of that animated movie?
Joyce. Hey, Joyce.
Hey, Joyce, how are you? Welcome home, Katy Bug and Nikolai and everyone. Thank you. Nico, this is why we can't have nice things. Yeah. Here's some more fishies. So anyway, yep, this is definitely very ocean oriented. And her usual using of neon colors, or at least they look neon. A lot of them look neon to me. There's eel. I guess that's an eel or a sea snake. Do they have sea snakes?
Yeah, there are some sea snakes.
Yep. This one's kind of cool. This would make a great one block wonder if you had a bunch of yardage of this. One of these days, I'm gonna do a one block wonder.
Nemo, yeah, Nemo is the fish.
Nemo,
The
yeah.
clownfish.
Yep. And there's sharks in here, in amongst the flowers, which I'm assuming this is supposed to be like coral or something. Coral. Sorry.
That's what it said. Coral me happy.
Color. Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what it says.
Coral me happy.
And here's this color here. Some of these backgrounds remind me of previous stuff that she's done. And then we have the purple or the lilac, actually. It is pretty. Now this, see now, I would probably take and buy some of this as yardage and do a one block wonder with it, because I think that would look really cool. Because I really want to do one of these days. So this is all of the 10-inch stackers. And I'm going to have to get an iron to it and then put it away in a safe place. Okay, give me the rest of the box. This cost, what is this one worth? This is worth, they sell this for $23.48. It also came with triangles on a roll, and this one is 2 3/4 inch finished half square triangles. Add that to my little collection. But what caught my eye in here was this book. The half square triangles cost, what's the newest? $15.98, and you can make where it should say how many you can make on 660 half square triangles with this. Okay, now the book, this is a quick and easy all-star block tool. It has 110 quilt blocks in 5 different sizes with project ideas. This would, to me, this would make a great sew-along for beginners. Because it has the American, it has a lot of stars in here, I notice. What?
I'll go back in August, Cindy.
August the 5th or 3rd?
5th.
So you can see it has all these different blocks, and the beauty of it is that it has 3-inch, 6-inch, 9-inch, 12-inch, and 15-inch. So you have a big selection of sizes you can make these blocks from. And I think this would be a great sew-along to teach beginners how to do this. The instructions are very well written. The book cost, let me see how much the book costs. It looks like it's a $15 book, so it's affordable. And I've been thinking about, I don't know how many would want to jump on the bandwagon. This would be fun to make one of each of these blocks and turn it into a little quilt. And we could, and it would be up to you, the sewer, what size block you want. If you want to do a 3-inch, a 6-inch, a 9-inch, or a 12 or a 15. And we could design a quilt top together based on whatever we decide to do it with. But I will broach this subject further. Let me see if they marked it as $15 on here. Yeah, no, look, the value says $18.98, but if you look at the book, it says I read that wrong. US is 19.95. British pounds is 14.99. That's what I was reading wrong. So yeah, this is a $19 book, but look what you get. You get all these blocks plus some hints and ideas in it. And the instructions are very well written, so you should have no trouble following it. So anyway, I really like the book. And you know me, I like books. Okay, the next thing is this is
Joyce asked you a question.
okay, hold on, let me get rid of this. Joyce says, is that book by CTE? I have one of them, but not that one. Yeah, it's by C&T Publishing. Yeah. So you can actually buy this. You don't have to necessarily buy this from Fat Quarter Shop. You can buy it from Amazon, I bet. But yeah, I will post the information on this. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is this is block number 2. Each month they give you a new block to make. So I have already gotten April's, and this is May's. And the instructions, I can't show you the measurement or the cutting stuff, but this is what the block looks like. This will be fun to make.
Have this at Amazon Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, see, there you go. I'm ready to make them, says Mona. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing this as a SewAlong. I am not going to start it next month, Giovanna. I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for the last half of 2026 yet. This would make a great SewAlong, though. Maybe I could start this in September. I do not think that we'll finish this if we do it this route, because there's 100 blocks here. And that would require us doing several blocks in a week, and I'm not doing that to anybody, not even to myself. Okay, this is the quilt pattern that came in for this month, or for May, and this is called White Caps. And this makes a 61.5 by 75.25. And it also, what else you need? You can use this. You can use 1 White Caps floral wreath petite and the half square triangles. You need 3 7/8 background, 7/8 of an accent 1, 1 1/4 yards of accent 2, and 1 1/4 yards of accent 3 to make this. If you use the tulip ink, or you can do it your way, and that's what I think you should do. Is just do your way. So that's what it looks like. Right there. Okay, now.
Joanna said the same thing about the Kindle Unlimited.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I haven't looked at my Kindle in a long time. So that's a good idea. If you have a Kindle, then you won't have to buy the book. Okay, something that Fat Quarter Shop's doing for this 10-year anniversary is they're pulling old patterns out of the vault and reprinting them. And so it's a bonus quilt pattern. And this is what it looks like. And this makes 44 by 63.5. Or you can make table runners with it, and it tells you how much you need of everything. It's interesting because right here it shows the Sunday stroll, and I actually have this and I think I have this as a charm square pack. So that's everything that came in this box. And yeah. So let's take this and hand me that Liberty box. Put this back in that one. You getting sleepy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a long day tomorrow.
Well,
But at least it doesn't start at the crack of dawn here.
well, I was up early too. So.
Yeah. You were up before me, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to do the Liberty box. I bought 2 of these. And the reason I buy 2 of these is because every time I order this and I see a fabric in the, I like, did I want to buy yardage up? And I went and looked, they don't have any of it left. And this is why I ordered 2 of them. Okay, so this is a 2026 limited edition. And in this one, the promo goes to July this expires on July the 17th. How about that? You can receive a 12-inch Sparkle Star quilt block foundation paper. Yeah, that's what the coupon is for this one. But the pattern here is interesting because I want you to see this. Let me cover this up because I don't want to get in trouble. But look at that pattern. I think that would be fun to make. Okay. All right. The first thing, and some of this, some stuff in this box I'm going to gift because this is one of them. This, I'll show it to you in a minute. So this has back quarters in it. Just almost set this aside for the moment. And this back quarter bundle, they only have like a little bit of this. It's called Firework Fields, and it's by Gracie Larson. And when I went to look to see if there was any yardage of the flowers, no.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, Katie, it's like Christmas. Yes, it is. All right, so let's open this up because I want you to see this. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna keep both of those. All right. I'll set this over here and I'm going to open this up so you can see it. This is actually directional. Look at that. I have too many things on my desk. This is directional. Then we have this red.
Ooh, it's warm, Giovanna.
That is definitely warm. I saw that Europe was back in a heat wave again.
Ooh. When we were at Legoland, we were up to
35 or
35.
36. Yeah, it was either 35 or 36. I can't remember. It was so hot. It was agonizing because, you know, we live in Greenland and we never see it at 35 degrees Celsius. The highest I think I've seen it here is 19 or 20, something like that.
I've been up to 25.
Here?
Yeah.
Dang. I really like the flowers part of it. Then you got this, and all of this seems to be, so far what you're seeing is directional. It's all going in one direction. And that looks white on there, and that is not white.
Ay, ay, ay.
36. Ouch.
Well, good that we're back in our cooler place.
Y'all can see that when I turn the light on, look, when I turn it off, it looks white. I turn this little portable light on, and you can see it's got a hint of, I don't know if that's blue or green. It's blue, I think, or maybe a light pastel turquoise. I'm not sure. But it's definitely directional. And then you got this red, which is the same thing as this one I just showed you, only it's in this really bright red.
Great for me.
It looked great to Giovanna. Yeah, it's weird how some of these colors are coming out. I'm gonna turn this light back off now. It might be better if it was up here. Wait. Let me put it up here and see if that doesn't help when I need it anyway. But I have to watch out about the camera. The camera shows a glare. This is pretty. Then we have some gingham. And then a lighter gingham, a lighter blue. They say you can never, they say you can cover you when it's cold, but you cannot take your skin off when it's hot. Nope, can't. I mean, his dad's house, it was what, 31 degrees inside the house?
Yeah.
And he was doing everything he could think of to try to cool it down. And we ended up with opening windows in the bedroom we were sleeping in. And I had a fan in front of the window to suck in the cooler air at night to cool off the bedroom so that I could sleep, because I couldn't hardly stand the heat. What do y'all think about this fabric? This is pretty. This, and they didn't have any of this in Yardage right here. I mean, I was looking at this and I'm like, dang, this would make a great background. They didn't have any. They didn't have any of the blue. They didn't have any of this red right here.
Pretty blue.
The red is really nice too. But what they did have left over, I will take cold weather any day to heat. Yep, same. I can deal with the cold better than I can the heat. This is what they did have left over on Yardage. And this is, I'm giving this away. I have a whole stack of patriotic our flags and trucks, and I'm going to do it as a giveaway. Because I don't really care for this style of fabric. I mean, I don't care for the ones that have trucks all over them. I'm just not that kind of person. And I would be that same way even if I was still living in the United States. I just wouldn't buy it. But most of this fabric line is beautiful. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. This is pretty. This, I don't care about that. But this is pretty. This one's pretty. The gingham's doable. This one's very doable. This one, not so much. And I don't care for this one either. So there's 3 out of this 12 bundles or 12 fat quarters that I don't care for. And the rest of it I love. This is all pretty right here. So it's very doable.
You got another.
I keep getting these stupid messages.
Yeah.
Okay. You can just set it back there. Well, we still got one. We got one box left after this. And we will be done with show and tell for tonight. Okay. What's left in this box is this is the standard fat quarter shop ruler holder. And I already have a turquoise one and I hardly use it. And so I'm probably going to put this in the giveaway box and I'll give it away. It's made of wood though. It's nicely made. Look at it. I mean, it's not plastic. It's beautiful. I would use it for short rulers, but not my big rulers. I have a plan for my big rulers. We're going to talk about IKEA tonight before this is over with. Okay, so there's this. What really caught, I wondered why this box was so heavy, and I'm about to show you why it's heavy. Okay, so we'll set this aside right here. Okay, they also put in here, this is a fat quarter shop half square triangle helper. So what it does is you if you had a square, you would line it up corner to corner. And then I don't even bother to draw the center line. I draw the 1/4 inch line on each side because I know when I line up my ruler on corner to corner, I'm going to cut it down the middle anyway. But that's what this is. It's a seam ruler. When you cut it small enough, you don't see the ugly, says Giovanna. That's an interesting way of putting it. Look at here, though. Stickers. And what are they calling that right there? Let me see what they're calling that.
It looks like a book holder or something.
It is. It's bookends, but I need. It's metal. Wow. These are Star Salute metal bookends and shelf decor. This is cool. And I'm going to keep both of them, both sets, since I ordered 2 boxes. These are valued at $13. But they're made of metal and you can put your books in them in between there. You've seen them before. We all have had had at least one set of them at one point or another. But they're really nice. And so I'm going to keep them and use them. Okay, so let's see here. The price for, then we have the Star Salute. This is a quilt pattern. Let me see if I can find the layout of it. I can't show you the measurements because copyright. This is the pattern. This is a bunch of half square triangles mostly, except for this smaller stuff. This would be fun to make, and the fabric would be beautiful with it. So yeah, so there's that. And that pattern is $12. The bundle was $38.98. The ruler, that's showing fat quarter label on it. Oh, it did have a label on it right there. I didn't even see that. It is labeled fat quarter shop on here for the ruler holder. That is priced at $11. This half square triangle helper is $9. And I guess the stickers are free because I don't see a value on the stickers. Nope. There's no value on this. So this is a freebie. Okay. So this is the Liberty box. And I ordered 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and give them away. But I'm going to keep the bookends because I'll use them. So, yeah. Okay. So that's all for the Liberty box. So what did y'all think about all I've showed you so far? I think there might be some stuff I haven't shown you yet that I'm kind of missing right this minute because I'm tired and jet lagged and all that crap. Just put it all back in that box up there, babe. Okay, let's talk about IKEA because y'all knew we were going to do that because we had mentioned it. What's this one? Okay, let me unspotlight myself. Okay. We went to All House to IKEA. And I took pictures of the things that we're going to because we have made a decision that we are just going to take everything out of the craft room. We have to remove the cutting table completely and we have to dismantle the top half of it and then wrap that plywood in plastic of some kind, probably a tarp, and then let the garbage people know to come and pick it up because we don't want glass on the ground for our dog to be stepping on. And even though we cleaned it as best as we could not get the glass out of the crevices. So we're going to dismantle it, take it out of the house. I'm going to finish going through everything that's still left in that room and pack it into totes and put them into the cold room. And then we're going to measure because I already have in my head how I want to do this. We need measurements so we know how much of everything we need to order. So we had a discussion with the IKEA people. They will ship to us here in Greenland. We found 2 really nice sized desks that go up and down and we can butt them face to face. And whenever he's not here, I can move stuff off of it and do, straight line quilting for bigger quilts and have space. The desks are 140 centimeters long. I can't remember the width.
160.
They're bigger than this.
160 to 180.
So when we butt them face to face, it'll be a good size working space.
She's asleep, Raven. I don't want to wake her up.
She's a little bit traumatized by getting left behind by us, unfortunately. We know what shelves we're going to use. So the wall where the window used to be is going to be my new design wall. And then the wall that has the design wall is where we're going to do all the shelves that's going to go on that wall. And we're going to do it where we saw shelving where you could butt them into the corner on both ends where it doesn't waste shelf space. And it takes care of the corner. And there's brackets that you mount on these billy cases so that on those 2 corner the two corners that we're going to do it in, and it'll be all the way around like a half C kind of. But I'm a lead. We haven't made a decision yet on, because we do have one long wall. This joins the long wall. We'll have the shelves, and I want to take that wall and make it Nico's. So I don't know if he wants to use the Billy cases for that, or if he wants to use, or if you want to use this style for your Legos.
Probably that.
I'm thinking that, and so we have to measure that wall. Because those will be bigger for the Legos. So that's our plan. And then we'll have everything else pretty much. We're gonna cut down the size of the cutting table to instead of having the L effect going on, we're gonna take the L off and make the cutting because that L part is long and smaller, and but the other end of it's wide on both ends, and it's big enough to use as a cutting table. And so we can cut that down and it can fit in there, and it'll be at the height that Nikolai made it for me, so that I don't have to hurt my back cutting. And but I will say this, that this is not we got the pricing of everything. We just have to do measurements so we get to determine how many of these things we need, and then we'll be able to know the cost of it, and we'll keep you kind of in the loop on that. It is unlikely that I'll get into that room until after the first of the year, because we have to order all this stuff. And then when Nikolai gets home, we have to build it and put it all in there. And but I'm happy because we found the desk that I was looking for that would hold the weight of this machine and not. We're hopeful that it won't vibrate because it goes up and down. That was my biggest concern. But they do have pads that you can buy that you could put up underneath the sewing machine, and that should cut down on any kind of vibration from the bigger machine. At least I hope so. We'll figure it out when we get to that point. You guys got any questions you want to ask about?
Did you see what Raven said?
What did Raven say? I bet she is. I didn't even like you gone, and you're not my parents. Oh, you're so sweet. Hey, Jen. She says, sounds like exciting times ahead for you guys. And Joyce says, however it turns out, it will be fabulous. Yeah, and you guys know that I've had difficulty even going in that room, but I feel like I'm maybe I'm finally getting to I think I'm finally getting to the mental whatever of wanting to do something about it, because I'm tired of being cramped in here. I'm really, really tired of being cramped in this small space. And there's going to be some switching around we're going to do before Nikolai goes back to sea. The sofa's going to get moved, which is behind me. And we're going to put one of the long tables back here to make it more efficient for my sewing. Because maybe not having all this stuff crowded on me will help lighten my mind a little bit, so I don't feel so chaotic. And I'm hoping we'll get that done. Let's see.
Choice.
Yeah, I feel like I'm ready now. Yeah, it's taken me, look how long it's taken me to finally be okay about even going in there. I mean, I'd go in there, the longest I spent in there has been an hour, but I've been finding myself kind of going in there, getting something and coming back out again. And I don't take it back. Once I take it out of there and I check for glass, it doesn't go back in there again. And then I put it in a tote and it goes into the cold room. So do I have the room emptied all the way? No, but I feel like that once we empty it, and we get the measurements done and we start ordering the furniture for it, I'm thinking sometime after the first of the year, maybe me and Nikolai could probably put it together. What do you think? You know, or we may wait till we had discussed, getting it emptied out, get it cleaned really good, do the measurements, and then maybe order everything after the first of the year, which makes total sense, because then I can make my trip to the States. And then when we come back and he comes back, he'll have to go to sea and then come back again. In the meantime, everything will be ordered and start shipping with it, because we're going to do the shipping all at once, because it'll save us a ton of money. Because we'll order everything, pay for it, and it'll go on a container ship, and then it'll be sent here. And then when he gets home, it'll all be here by the time he gets home. That's what the plan is.
I hope so on that part.
Yeah. So that's what we want to do. And Giovanna says time heals. Yes, it does. My attitude is better about it. Do I still have a bit of resentment? You bet I do. You bet I do. And, I'll let go of it at some point, but it's not eating me like it was. Even Nicola, do you think it's been eating me lately?
You still have some.
I have some animosity to her, but well, especially when we hadn't seen her in months. We thought she moved out of her house and someone else moved in, but we saw her yesterday and she couldn't even look at us. Her sister, we're friends with her sister Bilu. Bilu spoke to us, but she walked right by, couldn't even look at us, wouldn't look us in the eye or nothing. So I don't know if she's afraid of me or what. And I don't care now. I don't care. We're slowly paying off the bill, and if that trampoline ends up in our house again, there's going to be hell to pay for it. Are you also thinking of going to Atlantic QuiltCon while you're here? Yes. So if I can go mid-January, I'll go to California first, and then I'm gonna come back to Atlanta and do QuiltCon, and then and spend time. I'm going to take Blaze to QuiltCon with me, period, because I think Blaze will enjoy it. And then I'll go to Florida and deal with some stuff down there. I got to deal with, well, I need to, what it is I need to do. Here's what I got to do. I need to fly into Florida first. I have to go to the Columbia County Courthouse to file for an updated passport. And then while I'm doing California and coming back to Atlanta, and then I'll go back to Florida. By the time I go back to Florida, my passport will be back in, and I can pick it up from my daughter's house.
All right. You see this?
Yeah. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, it matches.
All the way around.
Yep, sure does.
Just having a funny, but as you can see, it's in 2 pieces.
Jen says, see you there. All right, I'm excited about that.
When I do this, I can, it's like it's 2 pieces. They fit together here. I do this. It still fits, all of it. Then I flip it again, upside down. It still flips.
Whoa! Oh my gosh.
Everywhere I try to flip it, all the holes fits.
Yep.
Perfectly.
Definitely. Okay. An update on the doctor thing. I go to Nuke on the 25th, which is on a Saturday, and I'm going to be seeing at least 2 doctors on Monday. And also they're going to, when I talked to the doctor this morning, he's going to order extra blood work. He did tell me, because the doctor here hasn't bothered to tell me about how my blood work, because they did blood work, was it 3 or 4 months ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. And no doctor's bothered to talk to me about my blood work and if it looked okay. And he informed me that my blood work was good. He said that I was not diabetic, which I knew that, but he is going to do some additional blood work on me to check for different things. And 2 things I requested, and he said that they could do is we're going to do a blood work to see if I'm insulin resistant. That's one. And the number 2, the other one has to do with inflammation and cortisol levels. Because y'all know I suffer from pain. And he's going to do some blood work for that as well, along with some extra stuff that he wants to check on. Because basically what we're doing right now is because my lungs are bad, the lung capacity, the ability to hold air in my lungs has reduced. Now, has it changed my oxygen numbers? Not really. I mean, it fluctuates between 92 to 94%. 94% was pretty normal for me as an asthmatic, even when I was young, or Not young. Well, yes, young. I mean, when I was hospitalized, when I was pregnant with Lynette, and when I left the hospital, my oxygen numbers were around 94%. So I had that 6% deficit. Most people with normal lungs have close to 100% lung numbers, and I don't. I never had, for a long time I haven't. But right when they did this last pulmonary, even though it showed a reduction of lung capacity, it did show that I still had between 92 to 94% oxygen numbers, which is still not terribly bad. They're also going to when I see one of the doctors I'm going to see on that Monday will be an ears, nose, and throat doctor. And we're going to have a long discussion about my sinuses, about my throat, about my ears, and also this thing where I go through a spell where I feel like someone put a pillow on my face and I can't breathe. Now, saying I can't breathe is not exactly how it is. I mean, I can move air in and out, but it feels like I'm literally suffocating.
Probably the Legoland Raven.
You didn't enjoy the trolling?
Oh, it was good.
The troll hunting was a lot of fun. I think what got on our nerves the most was the GPS. Every time we'd go from, we wanted to get on the freeway, and we would get on the freeway or interstate, whichever you want to call it, depending on where you live. It would take us off the highway and take us into Timbuktu that we didn't. Where was it that we didn't even, because it was after dark. Where were we coming from so late?
Fredericktown.
Yeah, when we were leaving Fredericktown, we took the highway, and we knew we weren't going to get back to his dad's until like originally it was 10:30.
Yeah.
We didn't get to his house until 11:30 because the stupid GPS took us in the middle of nowhere, and we had no idea where we were because it was dark and you couldn't see nothing. And we were on these little rural roads that would take us through little villages, and every in between every doggone village was a roundabout, or it had these, I don't know what they're called, but they slow you down when you're going through the village, because if you don't, you're going to crash into a curb. I don't know what they're called.
Giovanna, I think I'll need to check your blood because I can suck it up.
Yeah, Giovanna, if I had a swimming pool, my butt would go swimming because I know it would help my lungs, but I'm not swimming in the lake. She says, ask them to take blood from your hand. I am not messing around with them poking around. Oh, gotcha, Raven. I don't like blood tests. I don't mind it as long as I don't look and see what they're doing. Because I used to give blood. I gave blood a long time. And then they talked me into doing pheresis. And I did that less than a year. And I'm like, I'm done with pheresis. No more pheresis. Because it was like someone had stolen some of my energy or something. But anyway, what was he saying about the doctor? So I'll get to meet the doctor I've been talking to on the video, because we're going to have some other discussions. And yeah, I'll keep you posted on what they discover with my blood work. And because I really would like to know that my cortisol numbers and whether or not we can get those lowered or not. I don't know. I mean, some things might, there's other things that I haven't disclosed with you guys yet. I'm not ready to disclose them yet. It's nothing bad, but something that I'm doing with the doctor that I'm not going to talk about right now because I don't want to talk about it right now. But I will let you know when it's time, unless someone starts noticing something, and then we'll have the discussion. But right now I don't want to talk about it. But it's stuff that should help, because the main goal is to make it so that breathing is not so hard. I mean, Nickel, I tell you, sometimes I can go from the bedroom to just the bathroom and be out of breath. Isn't that true?
Yep.
If I bend over to pick something off the floor and I stand up, I'm short of breath. That's how much my lungs have changed. When we did a lot of walking in Denmark, and when we were troll hunting, and the biggest complaint that I have to say, or the biggest problems I've experienced, besides the shortness of breath, is I noticed that there was times when my legs hurt. They hurt like a burning sensation down both my legs. So I don't know if that meant they weren't getting enough of something. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, the troll in Wisconsin is near our new house. That's cool, Raven. You know what's more painful, Sherry? Have you ever had blood drawn to test your oxygen levels? You have down here in your arm, well, probably all over your body, but they usually find this particular vein in your arm. And it's not this vein you like what you see here. This is not where they do it at. There's an itty bitty vein down in here that they stick a very long, thin needle, and it's painful when they do it. And this is where they pull blood to test oxygen for people like me. It's the most painful thing because you can't move while they're doing it. But it's the best place for them to get an actual oxygen numbers from it if they're not getting accurate enough from the numbers. No, but my daughter is a respiratory therapist, so she knows about this test where they do that vein. I don't know what it's called. It's a certain kind of vein that they pull the blood out of for the oxygen, and it hurts like a SOB. Yeah, I'll feel better soon. I just have to be I'm hopeful that the doctor will figure out what's going on with my sinuses because I'm tired of my face hurting all the time. You know, here and right here, and I've had 2 sinus infections in the last 6 months, which is annoying. My sleeping has been better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last 2.5 weeks now. We're almost in 3 weeks, aren't we?
Yep.
My sleeping is better. I am sleeping at night, which is pretty freaking amazing for me. I mean, how many hours do you think I've been sleeping? Maybe 6, 7. Yeah, so I've been getting some sleep, which is very strange for me. And hopefully by the time we get through all of these things that need to be dealt with, we'll do better. Do you have COPD? They're labeling it as COPD, but I really don't know what that means exactly. I mean, I feel like other than the deterioration of my lung capacity, I don't feel like anything else has actually changed. My asthma's not bad. Giovanna says, try drinking ginger tea. Oh, that probably is a good idea.
Denise asked you a question too.
Denise did? How was your time with Nico's dad? Oh, we really got on, didn't we, honey?
Oh, yeah.
You know, he was on the bandwagon about turning my hair purple. I was surprised by that, you know, but oh, speaking of his dad, we were going to talk a little bit about his dad. You know, when was he when was it we saw him last before the cancer thing?
24.
So
I think, yeah,
2023 or 2020? No, what 2024 because I went to the United States.
Yeah.
So it must have been 2023.
Yeah, 23.
So the last time we saw him was 2023, and then he contacted you, or did your sister?
Nope.
Who contacted you about the cancer?
Him.
So his dad contacted Nikolai, and he was diagnosed with cancer of the esophagus and some of his stomach. And he had to have surgery, and then he did chemo and all that. He's in remission right now. He doesn't have cancer right now. He's doing good. But amongst all of that stuff, his wife of 40 years.
Yeah.
His wife of 40 years is completely now in a permanent, what kind of hospital do you call it?
Hospice.
Is it, well, it's in hospice, but it's the mental.
Yeah. I don't know. But
she has Alzheimer's basically, and she no longer can function. They get her, she doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know who the people are taking care of her. They're having to medicate her because she gets too aggressive, and destroys her room, and it's pretty bad, and it's sad for Nikolai's dad to be dealing with this because it's pretty bad. So he's been dealing with that too. You know, she's completely hospitalized, and um, they don't really know when she'll finally pass away. Um, but you know, he's saddened by that, and you know, so he's dealing with that. But he was pretty upbeat with us, and you know, he talked a little bit about her, and there was a couple times where you could see talking about her made him sad, and um, but I got to meet his Nikolai's half sister. Her name is
Janie.
Jane Yaney, not Janie.
Yeah.
Yaney.
But there's a comment from Denise up top you need to read too.
Hey, KK, and I need to back scroll for Denise. Let me see.
It's okay. Just right there. A little bit low down. There it is.
Nico Nico probably can help you with getting more sleep if you know what I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Denise Giovanna tells Denise to be good. Jensen's awesome. And KK says, Katie, strange. I am going through the same thing I have to use a CPAP. Coughing hurts so much. That's one of the things the doctor was asking me about, is whether I cough a lot. I don't, because my mother trained me not to cough as an asthmatic. I do get into a coughing fit once in a while, and it's because there's something in the back of my throat causing it. And Giovanna says, that is so sad. It is. But you know what? His half sister is amazing. She's a gardener, just like me. And she took me to it's called the Panorama or something like that.
Plantorama.
Plantorama, that's what it was called. So it was a big, huge plant shop. I did take lots of photos while I was in there. I didn't video it, but I did photograph a lot in there. So I'll make that into like a mini video for you guys to watch. We had a good time. We got to know each other. She was fun. She asked a lot of questions and I answered them. You know, we talked about Greenland and why I'm living in Greenland. You know, why didn't he move to, you know, the United States, and the choice that I made to move here instead. And you know, we had really great it was great getting to know her. And I hope her husband, she doesn't Facebook. In fact, she does no social media. That's one of the things she doesn't do. She also has an all-electric car. And so that's a contention, I think, between her and her dad about the electric car. But I thought the car was pretty damn amazing. I mean, you would have never known it was an electric car by the way it drove. So that was fun. But she was really sweet. And so her husband happens to be a Facebooker. So that's how I can stay in contact with her, you know, so we can keep on getting to know each other. So that was, you know, she has an 18-year-old daughter, and the son is what, 20 something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And he's, what did she, I can't remember what she said he does for a living. He's a carpenter, I think.
Yeah.
He's a carpenter, but the daughter is
just in the high school.
She's just graduated from high school, already did.
She still had to go 2 more. It's like a high school. You have to go through a higher up.
Oh, it's a 2-year college thing. 3 year. Okay. I have to tell you guys something, and y'all are going to be very shocked because I'm shocked. I saw in the store that a 16-year-old can drink alcohol.
Buy alcohol.
They can buy it, right?
Yeah.
But they have to have the adult with them when they're doing it, correct?
Yeah.
So a 16-year-old can go in a grocery store with their parents or in another adult that's over the age of 18 and buy alcohol, and they're allowed to drink it. While we were in Denmark, there was these big, huge trucks that had rails all the way around them, and they were kind of like an animal kind of carrier thing, but it was wood, and it had high school graduates in it, and they were being drove all over the place, and they would visit each student's family, and they were drinking on the truck at 18 years old. If you saw that in the United States, oh boy, they would be all hell to pay about that. But they had a designated adult driver that was being paid money. And this would be a 2-day affair per group of students because there was, a lot of graduations this year. And they drove all over the place. We saw them in Sickleborg. We saw them in Copenhagen. We saw them in Billund. No, not Billund, Fano, I think.
They're everywhere.
They were everywhere. I mean, we got on a ferry to go see a troll. And when we were coming back to get back on the ferry, they were waiting at the other end of the ferry to get on to go to that island. So I thought that was pretty interesting because I already was aware that you could walk down a sidewalk anywhere in Denmark with an open container drinking. It didn't matter where you were at. You did not have to be inside a bar. You could go outside and walk down the road with an open beer and no one would say a thing. Here in Italy, Giovanna says it's the same thing. See, and I thought that was so interesting because you would, in Florida, a parent would get arrested if their child was drinking. If I worked for a convenience store for 4 years, and if we sold beer or wine to a minor under the age of 21, we would be fired and arrested. KK says it was not coughing before, but now I'm coughing a lot in my sleep. My sleep study said I stopped breathing 20 times in 3 minutes. Oh goodness, that's not good. Are they going to be able to do something about that, KK? Raven says, I was drunk at 13 in the bar. What? No way. You know what I used to do with my kids? Because I only ever drank on New Year's Eve. I usually would be vodka and orange juice. And the kids would come in and I had a long discussion with the kids about drinking, about drugs, but I approached it a little bit different, especially with marijuana, because, their dad. But I sat them down and I said, if you ever think you want to drink something that's alcoholic, you come tell me and I'll make you a drink. That's just what I told them. And the same thing, if you feel the need that you want to try something, let me know and I'll go see if I can find it. Because I was more concerned with them going off with a peer and dying in a car accident because they were drunk or the other. Because when I graduated in 1980, you have I don't know if other states do the same thing, but you have baccalaureate and then you have the actual graduation. And on the baccalaureate, I didn't go to my baccalaureate because I wasn't allowed to, but most of the high school students did. And we were the largest graduating class in Columbia County at the time. It was 469 graduates that year. A group of students went to the baccalaureate and then they went to someone's house that was a party, an after baccalaureate party. And 6 of them got into a car after they left the party, and every one of them were drunk. And Florida has a law, you have to be 21 years of age to drink. These kids were in a car and they drove down the road and got into a car accident, and it killed every one of them 2 days before graduation. So when I started talking to my kids about this, because I don't think any parent wants to go through that kind of thing. And so I had a discussion with them and I said, if you really feel the need that you want to test something out, I'll give it to you in the house and you will not leave the house while you're trying it. And so on New Year's Eve, they would come in and say, Mom, can I have a sip of your drink? Okay. So they would take a little sip. And one time I was making them on one New Year's Eve and it was pretty funny. And I forgot to stir the vodka in with the orange juice. So the vodka was sitting on top of the orange juice. And after about 3 sips of just little sips, the kids were funny. They were giggling. I'm like, oh no, I forgot to stir the drink in. Here at home, people let kids drink from the age of 12 to 14, says Giovanna. That's interesting. And Raymond says, in Wisconsin, to legally drink, you have to be with your parent the entire time. That makes total sense to me. And KK says she's not sure yet. Raven says bartender's discretion. Ah. So some laws are different in different states in the United States. I was not even aware of that.
IKEA.
Hmm?
IKEA.
We talked about IKEA.
Okay.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if there's anything else on this list I didn't talk about. Oh, restaurants out besides Flam. How did you pronounce it? Flam. We also in Fano and in Copenhagen, we ate at 2 Italian restaurants. The one in Fano, I had we had bread with 3 types of pestos, and I have to say 2 of the pestos, oh my God, they were so good. The green one, I never even touched the green one, but one of them was tomato with nuts.
Mm-hmm.
The other one was they had charred, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
They had charred the pepper and they had roasted the tomatoes to make the pesto. Oh my gosh, you had a little bit of heat in your mouth, not much. And I'm sensitive to that kind of stuff, but it was enjoyable actually. I couldn't decide whether I liked that one or the other one better. I mean, either one of them were yummy. And then we had I had ravioli that was stuffed with spinach and ricotta, and it had a really nice sauce on it. And you had smoked salmon with those, I forget what the name of those noodles. Penny pat, yeah. And I have to say, even though I didn't eat any of the salmon out of his bowl because I don't like smoked salmon, but the smoked salmon gave an interesting taste to the pasta, didn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And it was actually really good. We really enjoyed eating there. Now when we ate the Copenhagen one, I got a different type of ravioli. The ravioli was prosciutto with ricotta and something else. Duck. That's right. It had duck in it. And that one was actually interesting too, because we both had the same thing. If I had to pick between the two, I would say the Fano was better. What do you think?
Yeah.
I feel like the Fano restaurant was much better with the Italian food. We couldn't find a freaking Moroccan restaurant to eat at. We looked and we just couldn't. There is some. There's some. We just were in the right place. It was too far to go out, and so I will. It's still on my bucket list. And if I can't, if we go to the U.S. before we go back to Denmark again, maybe I can find a Moroccan restaurant somewhere in the United States where, in between the 3 states I'll be in. Maybe I can find one there, but that's still on my bucket list. But the Italian, yeah, it had duck in the ravioli. It was very good, Giovanna. It was so good. But I still preferred the spinach and ricotta over the duck. I thought the food itself was much better. I felt like, and the price, I think the price, it was more in Copenhagen, wasn't it? Less. But you got less food too. You didn't get, we walked out of the restaurant in Fano stuffed, and the restaurant in Copenhagen, not so much. Yeah. Yes, it is, Giovanna. I really enjoyed the ricotta and spinach. Yum, yum. And I like spinach. I love spinach. Anyone got any questions you want to ask that I haven't answered? I do plan on doing a live just to discuss trolls because I know several people had questions about the trolls. So we will do that. It'll be in a couple weeks. I'll had enough time to do extra research about how it started and all that kind of thing. Maybe it's homemade in Fano. Yeah, from what the waitress told us, they make everything from scratch there. And we were lucky to even get in there because normally you have to call and make reservations, but we had come in at a certain time and they still had, the restaurant hadn't filled up yet. So they went ahead and let us in because I'm like, you've got to make reservations. And we discovered there were several restaurants where we couldn't get in without reservations at all, which is crazy to me.
Well, we tried to eat in Flammen in Copenhagen.
Yeah, we did, and we couldn't even get in there
because we need a reservation.
Yep, that's what that they sent us away, wouldn't let us come in, which was disappointing.
According to him, they were booked, but there were several tables that were empty.
Yeah, and we were just 2 people, so a 2-seater would have worked for us. We're not picky. We just wanted to eat and go back to the hotel. Because we went to, I did see the Mandalorian, by the way. Speaking of Mandalorian, can you go get my little, I came home with something, you guys. And this camera right here on this laptop keeps going weird. It's so weird. It's like the lighting is screwed up. Shame on you, Katy, says KK. Oh, but anyway, I did get to go see The Mandalorian, and I tell you what, I loved it. It was a good movie. It was different from what it kind of had the same vibe as what we've been watching on the Disney Channel, the TV series itself. It was.
Oh, yeah. Did you talk about the Frederickshaven too?
Oh, Palm Beach, that's right. Look, you guys. This was at the theater. This is Mr. Grogu.
What did he say about shame on you?
Something I said. I don't know what it was I said. They had to do with that. Mr. Grogu. You should have told them you was doing a food taste on your channel. Yeah, that would have been I have to start doing that when I go into restaurants. Say I'm doing a food tasting, because that's a great idea, actually. Anyway, here's Grogu. Okay, what was the other thing?
Frederickshaven.
Oh, when we went to Frederickshaven, to see Palm Beach, some of y'all saw
the driving.
But also I want to talk about one of my troll videos, live videos too. The one where the 2 trolls were together.
Yeah.
We had no sound on that video, which is shocking to me. So I'm going to pull the video down and edit it and put music on it, because what else can I do? But anyway, about Frederickshaven, we went to Palm Beach, and I could tell you what those palm trees were. They were Phoenix canariensis. There were several European fan palms also, and they had windmill palms, but the windmill palms looked pretty pitiful because windmill palms do not like being stuck out in full sunshine. They're an understory palm. I don't know why it doesn't want to stand up. Maybe it's not meant to stand up. There's a thing on here. Look at that.
It could be for that one. The tag.
Yeah, this says original Disney, and it's got a gold stamp on it. Wow, this is a collectible.
Well,
made in China.
it's the tag that make it heavy, so it flipped.
Yeah. Is there any English language on? Oh, yeah. The stuffing in this soft toy is made from 100% recycled polyester. But they were they didn't have popcorn containers or anything for the Mandalorian. So this is what I ended up with. Anyone else have any questions you want to ask before? I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? Wow, we've been going for a little while, huh? 9, 10, 11, 3 hours. I don't know how we did that. Anyone want to ask any other questions? Or I can tell you tomorrow we're working. Oh, I wanted to tell you about something my boss is adding to my repertoire. I had to go do an hour training today because I will be me and one other person. I guess she's going to rotate us. I don't know exactly what her plans are, but I will be doing guiding on a bus. And so today she ran the tour on the bus, and we had a driver who drove a minibus, and we went through town square to the old church, and we had, I don't know how many passengers was on there, but it filled up I think there was one empty seat, I think. But basically, we even ended up at the new airport and we talked about, she basically talked about the town and the history, and you know, and most of them were Americans. There was one couple that were from Australia. And so my another job I'll be doing is doing guiding on a bus. Yes, I missed all of y'all. Do a voiceover over the video and don't pull the video down. You'll lose the watch hours. That's a good point, Giovanna. Yeah, because there's no sound. I'll see if I can figure out how to do the voiceover on it, because it basically I got a bunch of business. We can't hear you, and I don't know what happened. We were using a mic unless we didn't turn it on.
It should be on by immediately.
There wasn't some button we had to turn the mic because we were using mics
I don't know. Well,
through the phone.
when we do that live on that forest, you can hear me.
Yeah, it worked then, so I don't know why it wasn't being heard on the other part of it.
Yeah.
It was totally no sound. I went and watched the video, and they were right. There was no sound at all.
It could be that the plug wasn't plugged properly.
Maybe.
Could be that.
Could be. I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, it messed it up. Denise says that should be fun. But yeah, I missed all you guys. I wanted to go live, but I just was pooped out, let me tell you. The kite video seems to be doing really well. That was enjoyable, going to see all those kites in Fano. We just happened to be there at the right time for that. Lots of interest. There's so much stuff to, I mean, even though I put 3,000 kilometers on the car, I mean, I don't even, there's parts of Denmark I still have not seen. What's the other end of it? You have to go the other direction. Wait, let me draw a picture. You know how we were, I don't know the shape of Denmark, but remember, most of the time we stay on this side right here.
Mhm.
Isn't there a portion of Denmark right here that we haven't been to?
Oh, more like a Denmark like this. No, it's serious. It's basically you're here, all holes in that, all dog, and here.
But isn't there some portion of Denmark down here too somewhere?
That's the island.
Yeah, we haven't been to that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Odense. Well, we have been in Monkey Boat, Odense, and
Oh, that's where that, duh. I didn't even realize that. But you're right, Monkey Bow is down there.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm still learning a lot about Denmark. I mean, I recognize parts of Copenhagen pretty much, and there's parts of Copenhagen I still don't recognize.
Like Giovanna.
Cindy Surratt, Giovanna. She says she's off to bed. Sleep is calling her. Anyone else want to ask any questions? Because I'm going to stop this live in a minute. And I will be live tomorrow. We get off from work at 6. So we're going, like I said early in the live, we are going to do Katy Says. So bring your scraps, be ready to do a new block. And then Saturday, I'm going to do a WIP. I don't know which one yet. I'll let you know when I do it. And yeah. I don't know when. I do know that Sunday, I think Sunday, Sean and I are sewing together, and we're starting a little project on Sunday. And I'm not going to tell you what it is until you come and watch the live on Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. No one else has anything they want to say? Y'all are very quiet now. If not, we are going to get off of here. So see you tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Remember to live, laugh, love, and dream. And what do you do with that? You do something, you make something beautiful, or you go do something special for someone else, because you never know, it might change their whole world. See you on the next live. Good night, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Let's see if we can see. Oh, yeah. I wonder what happened with the live. I'm not disengaged yet. Hold on a minute. That was so weird. She's still saying members only.